got
it's
gas
got a
in it.
gap.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah, I never like to leave gas in them sitting around.
How about we could pull it onto the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, either way. I've got gas.
We can put gas in it. Whatever you guys want to do. Don't matter to
I mean,
me.
if you guys want to see if we can get it to run,
And we can push it on just as easy too. I can mess with it at home. We'll just do that.
I say get the gas, but
You want to?
it's up to you. You want gas in it?
I don't care.
Okay.
It is up to you guys.
Well, I mean, it'd be cool to see it run.
Yeah, I mean.
That should be enough to get it.
There it goes.
did that with an old one. Ran myself over the
See gas coming out.
Yeah, it filled up, but I don't see nothing.
Nothing there.
Yeah, she's all the way open, all the way closed.
It's closed now.
Yeah. All the way open. Yep.
You got minds of their own.
Yep. Then you come back next day and give it one flip and it's running. Okay.
That's a hand crank start, so they could be like Bob said. They're kind of temperamental, kind of like a flywheel start. You got to put the crank in the front. It didn't have much gas in it, and didn't want to fire, so we were going to pull it on the trailer, and I decided to throw it in gear and pop it off, and fire right up. And sometimes that's what we got to do with these old ones. Sometimes it's easier just to pull start them. I have an LA green one. I haven't really got into industrial stuff, but this one looked like it was good restoration on it. I just bought an MI a few weeks ago, so I'll start going in that direction too. Just kind of get, you know, the line of it. You got, you know, L's, LA's, you got the industrial series, and just there's no rhyme to reason what I have. I mean, there's stuff I obviously like, but if it looks good and the price is right, then I'll buy it.
Got the old W motors. They used them on sawmills and water pumps, irrigation lines, They're the front half of the John Deere D tractor, but they're made specifically for just portable use.
How'd you come across them?
How did I come across them? The one that's not restored, a friend of mine had that passed here a few years ago. And the other one, I can't remember.
That's all right.
Can't remember.
Have you ever seen a double D?
A double D?
They take two the actual tractors, and they put them together, and they have the power of both of them. And a friend of his has one that brings it here every once in a while.
That's back when they didn't have high-powered tractors. So farmers would hook two of them together, what they had, so they pull more plows. And this tractor is a BWH 40. They're not sure, but they probably built about 12 of them. So the rear end is so narrow, so there wasn't room for the John Deere to be cast in.
This is one that did really well, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. They were built to cultivate 20-inch bedded beet rows in Sacramento area.
And this one's on the cover of Green Magazine.
Yeah, November 2010.
And there's an article. I think you wrote the article. No, the lady came out and wrote the article for that
Yeah.
one.
This is a John Deere LI, their industrial version. They used them to mow along right-of-ways on highways and different applications. They had a mower for them. And they had a little higher speed rear end so they could travel to the job quicker. This is a HWH, it's Model H, high and wide. They made 126 of them. And an ag crawler, 1010 ag crawler, they're kind of limited production.
Are there any Lindemans still out here, Dad?
I don't know. There's one in the shop. It's a John Deere BN 30. That's in a 37 BN on steel. Got the steel front wheel and the lugs. '41 John Deere BWH had 40-inch round spokes in the back. Wide front, you could make it wider or narrower. They were for cultivating crops down in California.
This one looks like they were able to cast it on the back.
Yeah, they had the wider rear end. This is HWH. See, that one's a HWH, a BWH, and this is a AWH. 40-inch round spokes, adjustable front end with extensions.
And some of these, he's had to swap them to narrow them or widen them to get them on to load and to haul on the different trailers because they are adjustable like that
Yeah.
for the different rows, the type of row crops.
So John Deere R, the first diesel that John Deere made, about 50 horsepower. Got a 2-cylinder pony motor start on it. This one came out of Libby, Montana. Nice original. AWH, no AW, excuse me, unstyled AW. They made 300 or so of these. It's got K. Bruner aftermarket wheels on the back. This is the smaller version, the BW.
He fails to mention that all of the restored tractors he restored himself.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty impressive. This one's neat looking.
37 AOS. These were used in orchards so that they didn't break the limbs as you went through.
It's my favorite. It's one of the first ones he did behind the L's. And there's a whole thing with the serial number and the getting the fenders. He had to get, someone made them for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just really cool. So like you'd go through the orchard and when they're heavy with the fruit, they would just the branches would just kind of go up and over instead of getting caught in the wheels.
Yeah, usually if you find them, they don't have the sheet metals all gone from years of use.
Did that come out of Yakima?
No, this is a local. This is sent to Portland. It was in
Oh,
Vancouver. It's a 1938 unstyled L. The next year they put a grill on them and tin work, but these didn't have any. It's got original little plow on it that I should have taken off. John Deere BO, steel wheels.
That one's pretty cool.
It's got the original Fairbanks Morris RV 2B magneto on it. They're kind of hard to find.
He's also your magneto guy. He has a very large
Yeah, I rebuild magnetos
collection
for
of
people.
magnetos and can rebuild them and has all these parts and all the things. He's kind of the local magneto dude.
This is a 1919 Rumley H. Runs good. They're cooled with oil. The big ones, the 3060s, they're talking 150,000 or so if you can find one. 39 John Deere L. Look, we saw the unstyled L, then when they put sheet metal on them, this is what they look like. They'd pull one plow and they had a mower for them. This is a 1937 BN. They made 22 of these with the special wheels in the back. It came out of Stockton, California. They were offset so you could get a real wide stance with them. Another BO with spoke wheels.
They have those little holes in them. They take lugs for traction. And then he has a bunch of signs that he put in the auction that are like, basically don't drive on our streets with your lugs. Steel lugs prohibited. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, because they tear up the asphalt.
And that's why the Rumleys, he put rubber on them so you could drive them around the driveway and not tear up the driveway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This little BO here is a real early one. I bought it from a guy in Long Beach, Washington, about 2 miles from the ocean. And when he moved there, he backed the trailer up to a little pine tree and put a cable hoist around the tree, and then drove the trailer out. Then it sat there hooked to that tree for 15 years before I got it. All the sheet metal was rusted away, but it had these K. Bruner wheels and the early tag. It's a BO Lindemann. They were made in Yakima. The Lindemann brothers would buy the tractors without the wheel equipment, and then the Lindemann brothers developed the track system for all of these. And they were used in the orchards from the hills. Then in '47, John Deere bought them out, and they were making the MC crawlers at that time.
And that's that one that he had down there. Yeah, because the hills, they
Kurt's
would,
got it.
you'd roll a tractor a lot of people got injured that way. So these were low to the ground, had more traction, and they could handle those orchards because it's very hilly country over that way, the apple orchards.
30-20 high crop, 3-point power shift transmission.
Was this the one we actually used, or was it that one?
Yeah, we used to use this for raking hay and pulling the hay trailer.
You can see for miles from up there.